É conversar com o Voalis, ok. Ele está a reclamar com o coisa do martelo. Oh, aqui está ele.
The way to Barren Light is clear. Get moving.
You're not errand vanguardsman. I will move only when the captain
When
says.
I've cleared out all the bristlebacks, which I have.
Na realidade ela é que manda, já estou a ver.
So they're okay.
Banged up, but breathing. And waiting up ahead for you.
But I was supposed to have 3 escorts.
I'm off to Barren Light, buddies. Like Aloy said, captain's orders. You can stay here.
Abandoned to the riffraff? I think not.
Guess you're coming with me then. See you there, Aloy.
E coitado a puxar isto, meu. Coitado. E é que a gaja ainda reclama. Toca a andar, mas é, ó, porvalhão. Asseguraste a passagem para a Embaixada. Abriste o caminho para a Embaixada e reabriste o temor. Alright? Mais uma magnífica missão completada.
I'll be able to track down Silence. Hades. Maybe even a Gaia backup.
Nível
Guess I could head
7.
straight for Barren Light. Or poke around the Daunt some more first.
Bom, este aqui já está a ver. Há uma missão aqui para fazer, mas... Bora, agora sim vamos apanhar isto. Não, há aqui vários. Espera aí que eu preciso bem disto. Eu preciso bem disto. Isto está fixe. Quando acabar nós podemos voltar a ter. Esta parte aqui não sabia. Só descobri agora. Porque morri. Porque falta disto. E isto é muito interessante. Bom, também gastei bastante destas coisas. Nunca é demais apanhar. Bora. Ah, o Forbidden West é só depois. O Forbidden West é só depois disto. Alright?
Alright, I should find whoever's in charge here. First, I could
Okay.
resupply at my stash. Maybe worth taking a look around too.
Kiruf!
Savior, tell me, are you seeking passage into no man's land by any chance?
Maybe. Why do you ask?
Well, to hammer it plain, there's treasure out west. Unclaimed scrap and ancient metal. And I've got a sturdy band of salvagers that knows the lay of the land.
You're not afraid of the Tanakh?
Terrified. But I carry out most of my business in no man's land. Neutral territory and all that. Barren Light is our port of entry. When its doors aren't closed for an embassy. I was hoping your arrival meant they might be opening soon. I've got a business to run, after all.
I want that embassy to happen as much as you do. Believe me, I'm working on it.
Good to know. And keep us in mind. If you do manage to open the way, our main camp will be just past Barren Light. We'll buy any scrap you've got on you. And if you're looking for machine parts, we've got the best in the West, guaranteed.
All right. Maybe later then.
If you could get those blasted gates open.
Guess I'm not the only one who wants to get those gates open.
Yup. Ah, são aqueles portões que eu tenho que abrir. Alright. Hello, Herald.
That's our cue.
É bom saber que estão bem.
Taking the edge off.
Well, if the end of the world's coming, I don't be sober for it. Now let me guess. You're in a rush, right? So whatever you need, ask away.
Não era isto, caraças.
Wondering if you were able to lay Ursa to rest, like you wanted.
Yeah, we did. Just seemed the crowd that showed up to pay their respects. Half of them owed her a favor, and the other half owed her their lives. In the end, everybody drank. You know, that's the rowdiest funeral since since ever.
Feels like she would have liked that.
Yeah, damn straight. Damn straight. She would have put them all under the table.
Ok, eu queria perguntar isto.
How have things been since I...
Your silent departure? Yeah, not bad. Vanguard's going strong. Helped Avad pick up the pieces after the battle with the Eclipse. I took a month to bury Ursa in the claim. But when I got back, I got the assignment to babysit Wadis on his way to the embassy. I thought that'd be a cakewalk, so of course things went sideways.
You got blindsided. Wasn't your fault.
A couple more of these, maybe I'll believe you.
Queremos falar da Embaixada?
What do you know about the embassy?
Oh, yeah, not much. Only that Avad really wants it to happen. He said I'm making peace with these Tanakh. But from what I hear, they're not too big on the whole diplomacy thing. They do most of their talking with blades and arrows. So if you're heading their way, be prepared. Things might get ugly real fast.
I'll keep that in mind.
Bom, bora.
I better get going.
Right, I'll have to do complicated Aloy things. Maybe just don't disappear completely this time.
No promises.
I guess what I'm really trying to say is, if you ever do need me...
I know where to find you. Hopefully sober next time.
Don't count on it. Be careful out there, Aloy.
Lighten up, Paid. You've got a thick wall of stone between you and the Tanakh up there.
Ei, oh... Caras de macacos.
Why the long face, my
Posso
boss?
entrar?
Are you in charge around here?
Apologies, no. That would be Commander Nozar. I'm Lawan, his second in command. So, what brings Aloy of the Nora to Barren Light?
I'm here for the embassy. I need it to happen so I can head west. And maybe now that Studious Wadis is here, we can finally get things underway.
Yes, the Sun Priest. Walked in practically kicking and screaming behind his escort. Really seems to like his scrolls. But the embassy remains delayed. Commander Nozar has signaled our readiness, but the Tanakh marshals have yet to sound their horn.
All right, fine. Let me through the gates then. I have my own business with them.
I'm sure you do, but I'm afraid I can't. Commander's orders. Normally, the gates are open for any who dare to venture out. Asaram salvagers, a few especially brazen Karja, but no one's allowed in or out before an embassy. Now we're open, once the Tanakh have left.
Ok.
You said something about Tanakh marshals. Who are they?
They're the tribe's elite warriors. Before every embassy, they arrive with a contingent of soldiers from each of their 3 clans. Then, during the proceedings, they negotiate on behalf of their leader. And by negotiate, I mean stare down our Sun Priest until they concede. Paid over here came face to face with them for the first time at the last embassy. Came back drenched in his own sweat.
It was hot that day, sir.
It was indeed.
So what happens at these embassies, exactly?
Mostly trade and negotiation. The Karja offered tribute of food, spices, and gear. In exchange, the Tanath returned personal effects taken from Karja soldiers that fell during the Red Raids. This particular embassy, however, is a special case.
Because the Tanakh, they're handing over some sort of prisoner, right? A soldier named Fashav?
Ah, so you've heard. The exchange has got everyone on edge. You never know if an embassy's going to go well until it's practically over.
Where is this Commander Nozar, then? If he's the one keeping the gates shut, I'll convince him to open them for me.
I'll take you to him, but I have to warn you. The commander isn't one to break protocol, especially when he's already high-strung.
We'll see about that.
This way.
There's a lot of activity going on around here.
The Tanakh
Ei, mexe rápido, man. Tem mais que fazer. Tem que salvar o mundo.
We still have a long way to go. The work stoppage and chain scrape nearly halted our rebuilding efforts. But I hear a certain Nora got them back to work.
I was just helping out.
Yes, well, I'm sure Ulvin was thrilled. Stand aside, soldier.
Sir?
Hey, step aside, bitch. What the hell?
There's the commander. Better brace yourself. And good luck.
Tá bem. Show daí então.
How are we to hold an embassy?
Olha, já tá aqui o outro.
Even govern their own people.
What's
Já
more
tá aqui o outro
respect for
banana.
barbarians? Ah,
O estudioso
Aloy, was
Voadis.
it?
Yes. The one who cleared the valley for you?
That
Aloy.
We appreciate your service. At least we are ready for the embassy to begin.
Didn't you just give the signal?
Both sides must signal readiness. Until the Tanakh sound their horn, we wait.
Yea, for as the first shall be...
Shut up. Why the delay?
The Tanakh are a tribe composed of 3 clans. How many banners do you see?
You're just gonna wait? Go find out what's wrong.
Oh, this isn't some forgotten corner of the East where you come from, Nora. It's the Forbidden West. If you don't like it, run back to Meridian, file a complaint.
The Meridian I saved, you mean?
That's right. Nobody walks to the gate until the 3rd clan arrives and the Tanakh horn has sounded. Not even the savior of Meridian.
Well, thanks, but I've waited long enough. It's time to go.
Absolutely not. This embassy depends on diligent adherence to...
Shut the fuck
You
up.
shall not!
Keep telling yourself that.
Someone approaching! On a machine!
Olha o VAR. Shit.
Open the gates, please.
Do not let her through that gate! That is a direct order!
Sorry, can't do it.
Sir, it's the savior! I don't care if it's the devil between herself. The gate is sealed until that horn blows.
I'm asking nicely.
I don't know what to do.
Hey, Var.
Hi, Aaron. What's happening?
You know, the usual. Aloy wants something. People try to
Open
stand in her way.
That's it! Arrest her!
I'd like to see you try.
Supporting fire?
Yeah, I'm locked and loaded. Hey, Nozar! You
Asshole.
stupid bastard. You think you got the authority to keep that door shut in the savior of Meridian's face? What do you think Sun King Avad is gonna do when he hears what you did? Promote you, huh? Let it through, boys. Saving the world.
Thanks, bro.
Forget something back in Meridian?
Tu?
It doesn't
Não.
matter. Made it just in time.
Ela não vai dizer para eu não ir? Estou chocado. Ok, eu vou subir que não volto a entrar cá, não é? Enquanto não fizer a missão.
So this tribe that Murad told us about, the Tanakh, we need
Yeah.
their permission to go west?
Yeah, well, I figured it'd be nice if they weren't trying to.
Ok, agora provavelmente não consigo andar para trás enquanto eu não fazer isto, não é? Consigo apertar-me?
Kill me the whole time.
Bora.
But this embassy hasn't started yet. We're just gonna barge in?
Just no more politics. No more delays.
Oh well. Now at least we have some backup.
I guess I do.
Yep,
We'll see how it goes.
bora. Wait a minute. Então, é aqui? Só há duas? Uma? Mas é cá. Estes é que são os... Shit. Só há... What? Não sei. Isto é uma clã ou são dois clãs?
That is the line between east and west. Cross it and die.
Hold on now. Let's take it easy.
None may walk this valley until our signal sounds. That was our accord with the Karja.
I'm not Karja. I came here on my own to ask for rite of passage.
But they opened the gate for you, did they not? What is the meaning of this violation?
Why send a child? Do they want to parley or not?
The Karja can't be trusted. This is known.
Forget the Karja. This has nothing to do with them. I need to go west to save lives. Maybe even yours.
The only lives you can save are your own. By turning back. Now.
Hold! She's telling the truth about one thing. She's not Karja. She's a Nora from the Savage East. And if she seeks to save lives, should we not listen? Let me speak to her. One last favor for a fellow marshal before he's taken away.
Finalmente alguém com decência.
A fearless, red-headed Nora. You must be the so-called savior of Meridian.
Just Aloy.
I am unyielding Fashav. Once of the Karja High Command, last of the army of the setting sun. You'll have to forgive my comrades. Tensions are high. This embassy is a delicate affair. They're about to return me to the Sundom, a gesture that might help soothe painful grievances. And now you arrive, unheralded.
I'm not here to cause trouble. I just need to go west.
So you say. I might be able to help, but I need to know why. Along with some assurance that I won't regret it.
Tatuagens.
I've
Por que
never seen
tatuagens?
markings like those on a Karja before.
The Karja see ink as decoration. For the Tanakh, it is much more. A litany of deeds. A record of vanquished enemies.
Looks like you've vanquished quite a few.
I've fought my share of battles. But I feel that my life, like my markings, is only half complete. This side shows my martial deeds. Before I die, I'd like to see the other half marked with the laurels of peace.
How did you come to be among the Tanakh?
It's quite a story, but not a quick one. Though I suppose neither of us is going anywhere before the embassy begins. Are you sure you want to hear it?
Yep.
I guess we have time.
Very well. I marched with Sun King Jiran's raiders when they came west, hoping to moderate their worst impulses. I failed, of course. They committed unspeakable atrocities, stirring the Tanakh into action. When the clans overran our forward encampment at Cinnabar Sands, I stayed behind to help the last stragglers evacuate. I was taken prisoner. I didn't make it easy for my captors, mind you. And they paid me back in kind on the journey to their capital. I lost so much blood on the way that I was white as a corpse when they threw me before Chief Hikaru. I thought I was dead for sure, so I resorted to desperate measures.
So when you met the Tenakth chief, you did something desperate.
Now, I'd kept my ears open as the Tenakth dragged me along, and I heard mutterings about a kind of trial by combat that they revere. So, when they flung me at Hikaru's feet, I demanded this right, called the Kulrut, thinking that by winning I could request a boon, my life or even my freedom. The other Tenakth howled, but Hikaru stared them down, and then his gaze fell upon me. Evidently, he appreciated my ingenuity. He allowed me to participate in the Kulrut. Little did I know what I was in for.
Kova.
You said the Kulrut is a Tenakth trial by combat.
Yes, but it is no ordinary trial. It doesn't pit men against each other, at least not directly. Instead, the combatants fight machines in a great arena, and only the strongest survive. Believe me, it is no easy thing to stare down a charging machine while hundreds around you scream for blood.
I know more about that than you might think.
Do you? Well, then you have my respect. Like you, I lived through it to claim my prize. I had hopes for freedom, but well, that wasn't on offer. Only service to the chief.
Ok.
I think I've heard enough for now.
Vamos.
You asked why I need rite of passage. I'll tell you, but you won't like my answer. 6 months ago, the world almost ended in Meridian. That threat still exists. It's getting worse every day, much worse. Calling down storms, poisoning the water, enraging the machines. The source of it all has gone west, and I'm the only one who can stop it.
I've seen the signs, and I've heard tales of incredible occurrences in Meridian, an army of demons vanquished by a red-haired champion. So I'm inclined to believe you. The burden of your task is written across your face clearer than any mark of mine. I'll grant you this, to serve as proof of your right to travel into Tenakth lands. A task so important, and it's just the two of you. Take it from one who aspires to be a diplomat. Allies are essential. Chief Hikaru knows the West better than anyone. He may be able to help you. He can be intimidating to others, but don't let that deceive you. He is a man of his word.
Maybe. If I need him.
Your choice. You can find him at his palace, past the mountains to the southwest. Tell him I sent you, and he'll listen to it.
Look! The Sky Clan's banner!
Shit. Isto é bom ou mal?
Marshals. It wasn't easy, but I brought the Sky Clan with me.
And the commander?
No. I could only convince a few. He isn't yet aware we left.
We have banners from all 3 clans. If there are fewer from the Sky Clan, it can't be helped.
He's right. Sound the horn.
What's going on?
Not all Tenakth can stomach the idea of parley with the Karja, but enough have come for us to begin.
Then I'll be on my way.
No! The other marshals will not permit it. You wanted safe passage, you have it. After the embassy.
Shit. Vamos experimentar os cavalos.
The Karja have opened the gates.
Estou cheio de medo.
As the sun rises over a land at war, so too can it set over a land at peace. Today is such...
Hear me, marshals! You who claim to be Tanakh!
Regala. Chief Hikaro's biggest mistake. A rival whom he should have killed.
You have forgotten that our people were born in blood. The blood of the Karja. Instead, you pledge your spears to a chief who conspires with the enemy. Hikaro has betrayed us. The embassy is proof. And all of you marshals are his accomplices. For this, I condemn you to death.
You'll need more than toothless threats to intimidate us. Exile.
Oh shit.
Lancers, form up!
What?
They're riding machines.
Where'd they learn to do that?
Silence.
Vashav, come with us now, or not at all.
Archer, light them up!
Get to cover!
Vai matá-los a todos.
Archers, keep them back! Left flank to the Karja! Run them down!
Ia, mas eles têm máquinas bada fortes, meu. No way. This is not good.
They're not gonna make it.
Vai ter que intervir ela. Estoura, meu.
Open the gates! Open the gates! Open the gates!
Karja! Stand your ground!
Fire at will!
Só agora? Bem, não é fácil, não.
Have a shot!
Vai matá-los a todos. Shit. Isto é o Rosar, ou lá como é que se chama. Nozar. Morreu também. Não? Morreu? Shit.
What happened? Can you see?
It's just us now. Hey! Calm down and fight fair!
Lancers! Take the center!
Shit. Se hubiese estado calado, herói.
Get ready!
Come on.
Stick to cover! Archers on the ridge!
Onde é que ele está? Shit, shit, shit.
Here they come!
They're on to us.
Get over there and help!
Fuck. Okay. Ok. E penso que vais fugir agora. Ok, dano. Penses que me vais matar. É que nem penses. Sonhos e vigis. Não. Não, 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 não. What? Come on, Eloy, faz alguma coisa. Ok. Isso é pior. Ok, agora vem estes, não é? Ok. Já foste, querida. Shit. There. Shit.
Enough! You outlanders! I'll skin you both!
É cá abaixo experimentar, oh estúpido.
Grant me the honor of this challenge.
Granted.
Oh. Ok, não te desvies não. Fica aí à espera dele. Tem um escudo e tudo. Nice.
You're next, girl.
I've never seen a shield like that. Better scan it. I can break through his shield if I damage it enough. Gotta get through that shield.
You're not hurting me, Outlander.
Need to break his guard.
Fuck up, ok? Este é maior, é? Come on.
Shield regenerated.
É, isso não é justo.
Shield's gone. He's vulnerable.
Isto maior, é? Não vais parar mesmo. Olha aqui lá. Não vais nada se trocar. Tens a honra de me derrotar? E tens a honra de me derrotar. É só. Quem é o próximo? Este já foi.
Your turn. Come down here and face me.
Exatamente.
It was an honorable challenge. You've earned your life today. Comrades, mark this day. Today you have decimated the marshals, slaughtered the Karja. So begins our war on Hikaru.
Oh shit, mano, nós vamos caminhar no meio de guerra destas tribos, meu. Você pode estar a gozar. Olha, levaram. Ah não, ainda há ali. Coisa. Estes gajos, nem sei bem já o nome deles. Tanaka.
Get him to the camp. Now.
You gonna make it?
Claramente, péssima ideia este connosco.
You're going on without me, aren't you?
Yup.
Guess I'm stuck with Aaron. For now.
Come on. I'll take you back to the fort.
Morreram tantos.
I got you.
It's salvage time, boys.
Ah, vai ser aqui que ela vai ganhar o escudo e a cena de voar.
Don't think it can take a hit. I should be able to use it to glide.
Já temos o...
Aloy. We're still trying to sort out this mess. Seems like the Tenakth have a civil war in their hands.
Yep.
That sounds about right. The marshals weren't expecting Regala to attack.
And the entire Karja delegation was slain. Nozar, Voidis, Vashav, a massacre. What will you do now?
I have to head west. Hopefully this rite of passage is still good. For what I'm after, I'll cross all of Tenakth territory if I have to.
then you have a long road ahead of you. This is only the threshold of the Forbidden West. The Tanakh's true domain lies over the mountains that border Plainsong, home of the Utaru tribe.
This isn't Tanakh's territory?
All that out there, that's no man's land. It was supposed to be neutral ground, though obviously this Regala ignored that. Her rebels approached from the north, with all those machines they were riding. They must have made camp up that way.
The rebels were riding bristlebacks. And there were bristlebacks in the Daunt.
Are you saying the rebels let them into the Daunt? How would that even be possible?
I don't know. But it's worth looking into.
While you're at it, there were a number of Karja and Oseram who went out there before the gates were shut for the embassy. Maybe you could check in on them. See if they're all right.
I can keep an eye out. Is there a tall neck somewhere nearby?
A tall neck? There's that one, over there, near the Utaru border. But why?
It's hard to explain. It'll help me get the lay of the land.
Yep.
If you say so. Is there anything else I can tell you before you go?
Fala-me sobre a gaja, a Regala.
Fashav called Regala a rival. Someone that Tanakh chief should have killed.
Yeah, I reckon he should have. She's obviously a huge threat. Her attack was coordinated and precise. Until you got in her way, that is.
They knew the lay of the land. And they knew Fashav was going to be handed over at the embassy. If the Tanakh weren't expecting her, she must have spent months gathering an army in secret.
They had to have made camp nearby. Somewhere they could lie low until the perfect moment to strike.
Ok. Ok, vamos avançar.
I'd need to be on my way.
Then I wish you luck. The gates will always be open to you should you wish to return.
Obrigado.
And don't worry about your friends. We'll get them patched up.
Os aleijados. Todos querem ajudar, mas os aleijam-se todos.
Sun watch over you, Aloy. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Bom, participamos numa embaixada que já não existe. Well, dito isto assim, está a fazer. Não, nada.